It'll be tough to forget this evening. How about your surroundings here at Falcor Bay? And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Muhammad Ali. He stands 191 centimeters tall with a reach of 100. This is Muhammad Ali. Coming off that stunner, he predicted it as he knocked out Sonny Liston. Vitaly Klitschko. Here comes one of the greatest fighters ever to come out of Ukraine. Talk about an intimidating specimen.
Wow, someone's been really generous here, giving away a lot of weight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
How will these two fighters handle the out? So here we go. Should be a good one. Brilliant hook there. How did they not see that? Hold her right there. Klitschko is dazed. Klitschko is on the canvas. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Nice counter. Need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
So Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fight on fight.
Count. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. It's not over until it's over, but that knockdown.
Calm yourself.
Here we go. It's round 2. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Parries away the left uppercut. That punch landed. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
a flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round. There's the bell for round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
That left hook misses. Exchange punches. One punch could change everything in this battle. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needed to switch back up.
There's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Swing and a miss with the right hook. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Counter punch right up the middle. You don't want to trade shots. Punch. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
This boxing back together. Right.
There's the bell for round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
We have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Well done with that counter shot. That uppercut does not score. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Ooh, Klitschko stumbling backwards. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. An eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Well, sometimes it can be the sweet.
There's the bell for round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Punch, counter punch. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he
got complacent.
Here comes round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. Fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy he's to do something different?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Come on.
And we enter the 8th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. That one lands. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.